This episode of Are You Still a Genius? Brought to you by brainstreams.ca. Games and puzzles for this episode provided by the Little Book of Brain Teasers and the website sharpbrains.ca. Just as exercise improves the strength, endurance, and flexibility of the body, both physical and mental stimulation can improve the functions of the brain. These include cognitive skills such as memory, recall ability, concentration, focus, visual perception, reflex speed, and problem-solving skills. Now there's a few good reasons to play. Are you still a genius? Hi there, my name's Greg Goldberg and welcome to Are You Still a Genius? This show features head injury survivors and stroke survivors using their exceptional skills of wit, humor, and intelligence to answer some pretty weird and wonderful questions. I'm glad you could join us. Let's say hello to our players. Peter, this is what I think you would look like as a mad scientist. On behalf of all of us here at the Mary Ridge Manor, I want to wish Peter a great congratulations as he is now a graduate of the Mary Ridge Manor, living on his own, but still finding the time to come and join us weekly for episodes of Are You Still a Genius? Way to go, Pete. We're all very proud of you here. Good luck tonight. Okay, Ben. Welcome, Ben. Welcome to the Science Edition. How are you doing today as a mad scientist?
Oh, not too bad. A little tired.
Why are you tired today?
Because I ate too much food today. I went for shopping.
I want to wish you a belated happy birthday. Happy birthday! It's your birthday. And I heard tomorrow's a special day.
Oh, I just going for dinner with a bunch of friends.
Want you to see something special?
Sorry.
No belly dancers?
Oh, yeah, there's a belly dance.
Yeah. Hopefully that brings you luck today. Okay. Andrew, good evening. How are you tonight?
Not too bad so far.
Welcome. How do you feel as a mad scientist today? A mad scientist.
Oh, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
Do you feel scientific this evening?
No, I never do.
You just feel. How do you feel?
About how I normally feel.
Which is non-scientific.
Yeah. Wow. Just an average guy.
All right. Well, good luck tonight. Let's start with a joke to relax you before the questions. Doctor, says the patient, will I be able to play the violin after the operation? And the doctor says, yes, of course. The patient replies, great. I never could before. Don't forget to get those postcards. They're flying off the shelf. Here's what to do. Just email me at greg@tbitalks.com with your return address, your name, and the name of your favorite contestant. Now enjoy the science episode this week. It's difficult, very difficult. Ready for round number 1? It's called the Delicious Shake. Worth 5 crunchy points. If you were to shake a large bowl filled with apples of different sizes, what will happen to the larger apples? Will they rise to the top or sink to the bottom? Stop crunching and start thinking. Take 20 apple crunches for this one. That means a mere 20 seconds. Think about density. Crowded closely together. Compact. A dense population. What do our contestants think? Hey Pete, large bowl of apples. Apples of large and small in the bowl. You shake the bowl. What happens to the big apples? Do they sink to the bottom or rise to the top? And why?
Well, seeing how this is a science show, I must know, is it the Macintosh or Granny Smith apples we're talking about?
Let's go Granny Smith apples.
Well, the Granny Smith apples, the large ones will end up on the bottom.
Why?
Because they are heavy, and gravity works harder on them than the smaller ones. And as you shake them, the small ones work their way up on the top.
So you're saying the big ones
And
will go...
old Granny goes down the bottom.
The big ones will sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Andrew, same question. Apples big, do they rise to the top or sink to the bottom?
The bigger apples, I think, go to the bottom.
And why is that?
Because they're larger, so there's more gravity. Gravity plays a bigger role on them than the smaller ones.
So that's why they'll sink, because the force of gravity.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Okay, Ben, you're the last one. What happens to the large apples? Do they sink to the bottom or do they rise to the
Takes
top?
me back to my gold mining days.
Yeah.
The mass to weight ratio, the small apples would go to the bottom and the large ones would be at the top.
Oh, so you're disagreeing with the other two gentlemen.
Oh, definitely.
And why is that, Ben?
Because
Why?
of the mass to weight ratio, like gold is heavy and small and it goes to the bottom. And the bigger apples are less dense, so they'd go to the top.
Very good. Let's see what the answer is. And the answer is... The biggest and heaviest apples will rise to the top. The arrangement that is most stable is one in which the most densely packed apples are at the bottom. The smaller an object is, the more likely it is to find a space to drop into at a lower position. Therefore, in a group of mixed apples, the smaller apples can be more densely packed than the large ones and will eventually sink to the bottom. Round number 2. Come on, it's time to sharpen those bulbs. This one's called Jenny Craig on the Moon. Worth 11 points. Do astronauts on the moon weigh the same as they do on Earth? You have 1 minute for this gravity pulling one. Do astronauts on the moon weigh the same as they do on Earth? 10 seconds remaining, astronauts. Answers, please. Astronaut Andrew, do astronauts on the moon weigh the same as they do on Earth?
Yeah, they weigh exactly the same, but the gravity on the moon is only 1/6 what it is on Earth, so that's why they seem lighter. It's the gravity on the moon that affects them.
So the question is,
not their weight.
Okay, so this question is, do they weigh the same on the moon as they do on Earth?
Unless they went on an incredible diet on the way from Earth to the moon. Yeah, they weigh the same. They weigh the same.
Okay, astronaut Ben. Do astronauts on the moon weigh the same as they do on Earth?
Astronaut Andrew was correct in saying that the pull of gravity on the moon is 1/6 of that on Earth. So they would weigh. They don't change their actual weight if you weighed them with a scale that was calibrated to the gravity of Earth, but if you weighed them on the moon, they would weigh 1/6 of what they weigh here.
Okay, Peter, here's your chance. Astronaut Peter, what do you think about the question? Do astronauts weigh the same as they do on the moon as they do on Earth?
I think it's totally irrelevant how much they weigh.
Why?
Because once you make a journey from the Earth to the moon, the last thing you're going to worry about is how much you weigh. But on the other hand, their weight will not change, but because they're not affected by the gravity of Earth, they will feel lighter.
Okay. And the official answer is no, they wouldn't. At the surface, the moon's gravitational pull is only 1/6 that of Earth's, so astronauts on the moon will only weigh 1/6 of what they did on Earth. Great diet program. Final round number 3. This one worth 9 points. It's called Flies in a Bottle. A sealed bottle containing flies is placed on a scale. When does a scale register the heaviest weight? When the flies are resting on the bottom of the bottle, or all the flies are in flight? You have 30 seconds for this one. Time is flying by. A sealed bottle containing flies is placed on a scale. When does the scale register the heaviest weight? When the flies are resting on the bottom of the bottle, or when all the flies are in flight? You have 10 seconds remaining. What do our contestants think about this one? Hey, Fly Boy Ben, here we got a sealed jar. The flies are flying or the flies are on the bottom. When will the bottle weigh heavier?
Well, going back to my sailing days, ship displaces X amount of weight. That's what it pushes down. I think the flies, in order to fly, if they weigh a pound, they have to push down with a pound to get in the air. So if the flies weighed 4 ounces on the ground, they have to weigh 4 ounces in the flight because they're pushing down 4 ounces to keep themselves in flight. So it would always weigh the same.
Okay, Andrew, the question's yours. The sealed bottle. Flies are flying, buzzing around, or resting on the bottom. Either way, does it matter? And what does the bottle? When will the bottle weigh heaviest?
I think it would always weigh the same because, like as Ben said, when they're flying, they're displacing the same weight as if they were stationary.
Okay, Pete, the fly in the bottle question's yours. What do you think?
I say fly or no fly. I mean, no fly zone or fly zone. Actually, when they're in a bottle, it would be a fly zone everywhere. Right?
Yes, it would.
So there is no fly zone. Couldn't make it.
So what's the answer with the
So
bottle?
the answer is, it doesn't matter if they fly or not. They're in the bottle. That's it.
All right. And the answer is... the weight is the same in both instances. The weight depends on the mass of the bottle and its contents. And that does not change. When the flies are in flight, their weight is transmitted to the bottle by air currents, especially the downdraft generated by moving wings. Hey, gentlemen, listen, I thought this was going to be a tough episode, but it was very easy for all of you. Congratulations to Andrew with 16 points. How did you feel about the science episode?
It was pretty interesting. It made you think.
Okay, and let's go to our friend Peter. Peter, 11 points, not bad. Good representation of your scientific mind. How do you feel?
Are you kidding me?
About what?
About this thing.
What thing?
What you just said.
All right, I'm off to Ben. Ben, congratulations, you're the champion.
Hey.
Well, thank you.
We got the host on the spot, didn't we?
Ben, you're the champion.
You cut off.
Well, I was right in my element, I think.
Yes, you were. Congratulations. And back to Pete.
Hey.
Hey, see you next week.
I'm still a genius.
Woo! many thanks to the members of the Blue Sheet Clubhouse. Without their help, this show would not be possible. This has been a colorful Mary Cridge Manor production. Still hungry for more? Next week, you'll enjoy the Geography Edition. Study those maps.